my name is Hope and I run a little small business on Etsy called blockgoldprints. If you are new to my channel and want to follow a small business along on their journey, then please don't forget to subscribe. I feel so much back into the swing of things now, vlogging again, and this is our second vlog that we've done this year. I didn't vlog anything on Thursday as that is my day off because I'm at college on that day, but we did quite a lot during the day. So you guys saw my first scrunchie, which was this one, which had frayed edges, elastic wasn't tight enough. And then we've now made the second one, but I made it in a different way of just drizzling on the ink. So these are the two next to each other, and I don't know which I prefer, whether I prefer the drip one or the tie-dye one. And then like the other day we made this. This is the first of the two tote bags that are going to be in our range. I am obsessed with how this has turned out. It wasn't working to start with as we didn't read the instructions right, so we thought you weren't meant to wet it, but you are meant to wet it. So the fabric obviously has some kind of resistor on it, so to start with it wasn't like absorbing any of the dye, but now it has, and I'm obsessed with the way it looks. Look at the scrunchies on the tote bag, because obviously these will be sold in sets as well. You can see that this one actually goes better with it, but then this one's got more colour but doesn't go as well. So in some way I prefer this one. I think it just needs a bit more colour to it. This side's quite white, and then over this one. But today we made another 3 white scrunchies, so I'm going to bring you along later with me to actually dye them, which is very exciting. So that is pretty much what I've been up to in the last couple of days, rounded up. I'm just about to film a video for YouTube to go up on Saturday, so that's what I'm going to be doing now, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I literally just said in that video before how I was actually getting back into the swing of things now, and everything was going much smoother and I was doing my videos a lot better. And now it's Saturday night and that video was filmed on Friday morning. I pretty much spent the rest of the Friday filming that video, editing it, and then I went out shopping with my parents, so I didn't really do anything for the business. And then on Saturdays I always have a lazy day doing nothing. I like to take one day a week to not focus on college or small business at all, and usually the best day to do that is Saturday because I don't need to package orders because Sunday the post office is shut and pretty much nothing goes on a Saturday. Other than that, I've just moved the sewing machine into my room now, so it's going to be much more convenient. But I ordered some samples for different fabrics and actually found a better fabric, so I'm going to be ordering that very soon. And the fabric that I've got right now I'm going to be using for testers. We did do one thing today, and that was to dye the 3 white scrunchies. So I tried doing it the other way around, where you dyed the scrunchies after you had made them rather than dyeing the fabric and then making the scrunchie. So these are our 3 scrunchies and they didn't work. Not because of the fact that I had sewn them before, but because of the fact that we didn't actually mix up the dye correctly to start with, so it was too pale and it just spread across the whole thing. So when we tried to go over with the darker patches, as you can see, the whole thing's just brown, which is not great. And excuse the fact it isn't iron, but the same thing happened with the second tote bag that we did, and it just hasn't worked the same. I think it was too liquidy or something happened, but if I just grab the scrunchies, you can kind of see all of these are way too brown for what they actually were before, and there's just not like any texture to it at all like the tie-dye is meant to have. So for all that time we were saying this is going great, we haven't messed up yet. We messed up now. It's all right, it's just not the same. But yeah, that's my update for today, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everyone. So it's now Sunday. I know this vlog's just been terrible, but let's stop going on about that and let's carry on and have a good day. This morning I've been sewing some more scrunchies. I've done another 2 white ones. As I told you guys last night, the ones I made the other day and tie-dyed, we didn't mix the dye correctly, so the scrunchies didn't actually turn out the way that we would have liked them to. So I've made a couple more. So basically what I'm trying to see is tonight I'm going to dye these scrunchies, maybe a couple more if I've made any more. And I'm just going to dye some of the fabric so that I can then make the scrunchies out of that fabric. To basically see which way around it's easier, whether it's easier to make the scrunchies, then dye them, or to dye the fabric then make the scrunchies. I'm really happy with the way that these scrunchies are turning out. I feel like I'm getting so much better at them now. I'm going to carry on either making the scrunchies or cutting up some fabric as well. And today I've got some orders to package ready for them to go out on Monday. I did show you guys a great example yesterday of the difference between, you know, like the first tote bag and the first scrunchie that I made, and then this new set. And then this new set. So they are extremely different. I wasn't expecting the most recent tote bag to even turn out like this tote bag, as it was made differently. I think I said that before, but it didn't turn out well at all. So this was the first one we made, and I'm in love with all the patterns. I wasn't expecting these dark patches at all though, which is perfectly fine. But then this is our new one. Even though it's scrumpled up and needs ironing, you can really see that there's just not that much pattern to it at all. There is a bit, but it's just quite brown compared to the patches that you could obviously see on here. And then with the scrunchies, this was the first scrunchie that I made, and I made this one from the fabric. I dyed the fabric first and then made it, and then this was one of our most recent scrunchies. So even though you can see a little bit of work going on here, because I dyed it really light to start with when the dye wasn't working, and then dyed it normally when the dye was working, it's all kind of faded together and just created this brown colour. And that's the same for all three of them and the tote bag behind it. So we definitely haven't got the tie-dye effect on these that I would have liked, which is a real shame. But as I said, plenty of time to practice, and all experiments have hiccups, and that's basically one of them. So I'm just going to keep trying. It's now Monday, and I am so sorry. This weekend has been an absolute shambles. I completely forgot to vlog me packaging all the orders. I forgot to vlog me doing any of the tie-dye at all, and it's just not been a great vlog. So I'm so sorry for that, guys, but it's all just a work in progress, and hopefully we'll get there at some point. So thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.